Hello, welcome to all my viewers. This is Dr. Ajay Kumar. I'm coming first time on YouTube live, and I congratulate all of you also. I wish God graces you with His blessing, and I seek the blessing of God for me also, so that our journey with homeopathy should continue. I seek the blessing of my Gurus have enabled me to give something to all of you in the shape of my experience in homeopathy. Dear friends, this is the platform where we share our knowledge, and this is a great thing that many of the stalwarts of the homeopathy is doing nowadays. And this is because of their sharing that the many homeopaths of India are enriching their knowledge. This is a great virtue that every homeopath who has gained experience should share his knowledge, should share his expertise, so that the others may also gain experience, gain something by their experiences. So let's start with this good notes that all of us have to grow together in homeopathy by the sharing of knowledge with one another. This is a case of cervical spondylitis. Cervical spondylitis is the inflammation of vertebrae in the cervical region. This is the cervical region, and this problem is very rampant nowadays. Many of the executives, many of the workers who are working on computers, who are spending a lot of hours at a stage on table with computers, their sitting position is not up to mark, and because of it this problem is coming nowadays in great many numbers. So this is a message for all those persons to be cautious, to take breaks in their work so that this problem may not arise with them. And the marked symptom of this problem is the stiffness, pain in the region of nape of the neck. This is the nape of neck. In this region there is stiffness and there is pain, and the pain is radiating to the shoulders of the either side, or it may radiate even to the fingers down the arm. The problem may be affecting either side, or it may be affecting bilaterally also. In many of the cases you will feel the pain is extending into the head or down to the back. So there are several manifestations of this problem, but this is one of the common manifestation of this problem, by which you can easily understand that you may have this problem. In many persons there is headache accompanied with the cervical spondylitis, and the person may feel vertigo, nausea and loss of appetite. Many persons may experience even the loss of sleep because of this. this problem is easily curable if does not advanced very um, very advanced stage where there is complete breakage of many parts, many portions of the cervical region. This through this part, our nerves are going to the head and down to the back, and our nervous system is basically connected with it. So this, when any inflammation happen in this part, the spine is affected, and with that compression all these problems the patient experiences, like numbness, tingling, stiffness, rigidity, anorexia, vomiting, nausea, headache, sinking sensation. Sometimes they feel as if uh, everything is sinking down, and many persons may experience even the vision affection, blurring of vision. So these are the common manifestations of this problem. Now I am coming over to the case. This is the case of 55 years old person who is residing in Bihar, and the place where I gave my services. In the occasion of Chhat, where the person used to worship at the bank of the rivers, they take their materials of worship in the basket, they carry them, and along with their family they worship at the river banks. So in this case also, the person lifted the basket. It was a heavy basket. There were several fruits and materials of worship in that basket. He lifted it on his head and he walked over 2 kilometers to reach the bank of the river, and thereafter he started experiencing pain. The pain was very cruciating type, and it was so severe that even slight movement of the headache was causing vertigo and the burst of perspiration in that person. It was severe that he would not be able to curve even his head. Slight movement of head from this side or this side creates severe vertigo, and there was nausea accompanying that vertigo. There was burst of perspiration is very marked, and with that perspiration he was getting some relief. The perspiration was marked on the head, scalp region, in the forehead, in the nape of the neck, and when inquired into the case, I found that the person had been suffering from this profuse sweating, even with walking or while eating. So this is, in nutshell, this is the complete presentation of case. The case has started after the lifting and carrying of luggage overhead. So the position in this case is clear, that is overstraining due to the lift. Dear friends, we have many remedies where the problem is created because of lifting, like we have arnica, bryonia, rustox, strontium carb, graphitus. There are many remedies, lyrium pal, natrum carb. So there are many remedies in homeopathy by which we can solve the problem created by overlifting, the problem of strains of the muscles. But this is important how to differentiate among these remedies, because if each and every remedy has a different type of presentation. Hahnemann in one of the aphorisms has said in the Organon of Medicine that between the 2 points we cannot draw more than one straight lines. Similarly, we cannot overlap one medicine upon another where the picture will be the same. That is not possible in homeopathy. Each and every remedy has different individuality in its own, and the presentation, the drug picture of each have a lot many differences. So we may diagnose a case in which many of the medicines come together and they look alike, but if you go in depth, that is the domain of a homeopathic doctor only, where he understands how to differentiate between the remedies and which remedy is suitable to the patient. So dear viewers, this is only a pointer to all of you that to be aware, aware of your problem, and to get some knowledge about this problem. But I strongly suggest you not to practice self-medication. This may be dangerous to you. Always take consult of a physician, of a certified homeopath, a recognized homeopath in your area. So in this case, there are several medicines of overlifting, problems related with overlifting. In this case, what I felt that the overlifting had affected the vertebra, the back, the spine was affected by the overlifting. The area of affection was neck. Neck becomes stiff, and with the presentation of this stiffness is that by the slight movement of the head, the person was getting into burst of perspiration. He was experiences vertigo and nausea. So the perspiration by walking, perspiration by movement, perspiration by exertion, this is very well marked in calcarea carb. Calcarea carb, in the case of calcarea carb, I am sharing some experience of our great stalwarts. What our stalwarts is about to say about calcarea carb. Let's check it out. Just so Kent writes, calcarea is full of complaints brought on from overlifting, from exertions, from walking enough to get into sweats, and these come very suddenly because he cannot stop that perspiration by keeping still without getting sick. Similarly, Clark writes, the calcarea carb has a disposition to strain a part by lifting heavy things. There is a great tendency to strain the back in lifting, often followed by pain in the throat or stiffness and swelling in the nape of neck with headache. Nash further writes, easily overstrained by overlifting, neck becomes stiff and rigid. So this is the version of great stalwarts, dear friends. So in calcarea carb, we all know that calcarea carb has a very peculiar perspiration, and that perspiration is very profuse overhead, in the forehead, in the nape region, nape of the neck region, on the scalp. And calcarea carb is a great remedy for overlifting. So in this case, calcarea carb was prescribed on the basis of repertization. In the repertory chapter, if you see in the repertory, in synthesis repertory, if you open the back chapter, there is a rubric, back pain cervical region, twisting and turning the head on. There is single remedy over here, that is calcarea carb. Similarly, if you go in boric, there is a in the boric, in head chapter, headache cause overlifting, there is singular remedy, calcarea carb. In pathak also, in pathak repertory, neck and nape overlifting aggravation, calcarea carb is the singular remedy. So there is, so I am just sharing some points of my repertorization. The complete repertory chart you will get in the link in the description box of this video, whereby you can get an idea about the repertory chart. So in this case, potency, I prescribed calcarea carb 0/3 twice daily, and this case was of 2nd January 24. In the follow-up that took place on 5th of January, the person was almost okay. There was no vertigo, no pain. The medicine was stopped and he was kept on placebo. On 21st January 24, he complained of persistent cough for some time, and he said that the expectoration is very heavy in the morning, and he is very purulent type of expectoration. So on this basis, calcarea sulf was prescribed to that person in 200 potency, 1 dose. In the follow-up of 11 February 24, he said that after calcarea sulf 200, his cough and expectoration was okay, and all the neck complaints was also okay, and there was no problem. After 1 month, on 10 March, he complained of minor pain in the neck because of his continuous sleeping on high pillow for 2 or 3 nights. He experienced some pain. That pain was not so severe as it was earlier, and there was no accompanying discomfort like nausea and vertigo. So here I gave him again 2 doses of calcarea carb. Thereafter he reported me that he is okay. Dear friends, in this case we see that many of times when you are treating a complaint and some ancillary problems when come up, you just think of the medicine near about, the medicine, the main medicine. In many of the cases you will find that in the same group of medicine the remedy happens. Like in this case, calcarea sulf was found for the complaints of cough and purulent mucus discharges. we all know that calcarea surf has a strong suppurative tendency, and the strong suppurative tendency was the characteristic feature to prescribe calcarea surf, because he complained that there is a very purulent type of mucus he is facing in the morning. So, so this may be a takeaway lesson for many of us, that in the future when the cases come, and while treating a disease, chief complaints, any ancillary complaints comes forward, we should think always in favor of some medicine which belongs to the same group. If it is not visible, or if it is not well indicated, then we have to prescribe the medicine that is indicated. This is the thumb rule, that we have to match the remedy with the disease picture, because the similarity, the concept of similarity, is the hallmark of homeopathy, with which we cannot compromise at all. So this is a short presentation of cervical spondylitis that got cured by calcarea carp. Here I would suggest to the viewers that the cervical problem is it can be easily managed in homeopathy. I do have experiences of many cases of cervical spondylitis which has got cured by many of the by various sort of medicines, and if this is given the first line of choice, I believe that homeopathy can serve you in a fantastic manner. Just see how quickly the case was solved. He came on 2nd of January, and by 5th of January he was all right, and there was no problem at all with respect of cervical spondylitis. He had been suffering from cervical spondylitis for the last 2 or 3 months, for which he had already been taking medicine, but he was not getting any relief. And with homeopathic medicine, right homeopathic prescriptions, the whole of the problem, the whole morbid phenomena was ousted from the organism. The vitality was restored. So I do feel that homeopathy should be given a precedence over others in such type of cases. The concept here is that if you don't have surgical complications, give a choice to homeopathy. With this message, I would say goodbye to all of you. Thank you very much.